Are you filming that?
You go.
Hi, I'm Gary.
Hey everyone, happy Thursday and welcome back to my channel. If you already haven't seen the first video in this farmers market series, it's right in front of you for you to click and watch. Otherwise, the basic gist of it all is that last Saturday, Eric and I went to the farmers market to grab some pretty awesome ingredients for a beet and goat cheese salad, whose recipe we found on Google. But before we get started, we're just going to do a quick haul of everything we found at the farmers market and local grocery store. So the first thing we grabbed were some golden beets from a local farm in St. Albert, locally made goat cheese, $2 handmade oatmeal cookies, pears that were going ripe, so we got them for $2, baby spinach, pecans, even though the recipe called for walnuts, avocados for future snacking, and bananas. Now for the actual beet salad part. Here's what you'll need. 1/3 cup of olive oil, 1/4 cup of balsamic vinegar, 1 lemon, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, goat cheese, golden beets, pears, pecans or walnuts, your choice, and spinach. So let's get started. First things first is to wash the beets, so throw them into a bowl and scrub them good. Then you're going to want to trim the beets and cut them in half, and if you can, just take off as much dirt as possible. Throw your halved beets into a large saucepan and fill it up with water so that the beets are fully submerged. Throw your saucepan onto the stove and cover it with a lid. And turn up the heat to medium. Once you bring the water to a boil, you can just leave it at low heat for 20 to 30 minutes. Also, I did make this salad for 5 people, so you may have to adjust accordingly. And now for the pears. First, you're just going to give them a quick wash and then peel them. Next, cut the pears into quarters and take out any seeds that you see. Start to cut the pears into really thin slices. And don't forget that snacking while cooking is highly recommended. Also, make sure to check back on your beets every once in a while. Now for the salad dressing. Put 1/3 of a cup of olive oil into a bowl, followed by 1/4 cup of balsamic vinegar. Optional to put in some agave syrup for sweetness, and next you're just going to squeeze an entire lemon into the bowl. Take out any seeds and mix thoroughly. For the candied pecans, throw them into a slightly greased frying pan and heat them up until warm. Pour 2 tablespoons of maple syrup over the pecans and keep stirring so that they become evenly coated. When you're done, just put them aside and soak your frying pan ASAP. Now if you bought a large thing of goat cheese like we did, you're just going to have to crumble it by hand. After 20 to 30 minutes of boiling, your beets should now be golden and soft on the insides. Next, you're going to want to throw all your beets into a strainer and then wash it with cold water to cool them down. Now that the beets have been boiled for 20 to 30 minutes, the peel becomes a lot easier to rub off. Once their peels are off, you can dice the beets into large chunks or smaller. I guess it doesn't really matter, it's up to you. And now you're pretty much done. All that's left is to plate it. So throw some washed spinach into a bowl, throw your beets right onto there, add some thin slices of pears, throw on some candied pecans, your crumbled goat cheese, and don't forget the salad dressing. And that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching this series, and I hope you guys like the salad. See you next time. Side note, this salad was surprisingly tasty.